I'm missing at the.
I was missing. I wasn't invited, so I could not get in there. But I was monitoring.
Bread de la bread.
Yeah, bread de la bread. And they said the people who were invited were creme de la creme of Ghana's media people, people in politics, people in business. And so if you couldn't make it, or if you were not invited, you were bread de la bread. I saw it on Nana Banam's page.
I laughed. If you are not part of it, you are part of the bread de la bread.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's good to have somebody, who has it, celebrate his birthday in that manner. To me, we may look at this as just a birthday, but its contribution to the creative economy cannot be underestimated. Because you see the people that came to perform, people from outside the country. Diamond Platinums came, Davido came. We had these actors and actresses coming as well from Nigeria. Not to talk about even the people who make the sets and the stages and the entire community. The entire community.
Yeah. Because people work. Talk of the lighting, stage, sound, decor, food. Almost everyone in the ecosystem.
And I posted that this, to me, it's early days here, but I think this should be the biggest event in the year, because looking at the magnitude of the event, the publicity, the dignitaries, the individuals, the experience, I don't know if any event will beat this particular one. I don't know. But so far, I think this is the biggest event that we've experienced this year. Beyond birthday, this is a true creative event. And I even saw the Gamache in attendance and other dignitaries. I was like, wow.
I heard them mention him. Unfortunately, I didn't see him.
I saw a video of him.
I saw the entourage, but I didn't see him
in person.
Where I sat, although directly opposite the stage, I sat next to Richard Moffett Damijo, Ramsey Noah, Van Vick. I think right in front of me was Van Vick and his beautiful wife. Oh, his wife. She really made me laugh. She made me laugh. Van and his wife, RMD, Rita Dominic, Iniedo. Who else was in front of me? Oh, actress Michelle Hammond.
Michelle, okay.
And then this guy also joined us. What's the name of the influencer? Is it Annie?
Yes. I think I saw him too.
That's a lady. Okay.
So, Andy, there were compartments.
Yeah.
About 3 of them.
Yeah, no.
Was it 3?
More than that.
More than that?
4.
Oh, really?
So they use these initials, RANQ. So the red.
So you were at the high level of the compartment.
I beg. I had my seat or my area was where they call the aqua.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just behind me was the blue session. So the blue session where it hosted the I think the media actors and actresses, because there I walked to that aisle and I saw Ajete Anand and his beautiful wife. I met Bulldog. I met Sadiq. Kwabna Ashes. So big men in that area. Osibo Zaraman.
Yeah.
Who else did I see there? Noella. Dorina View.
Oh, nice.
So that was like some VIP session. Yeah.
So when they were performing, was everybody able to see the performance? I mean,
they had screens. They had screens on the.
Charlie, don't be so small. The performance happened in which of the compartments?
The main hall.
There was a main hall.
Main hall.
Okay.
Okay. Where I sat on my left, I think that was the red.
Okay.
I think that was the VV. What is a VVVIP? Because on the left side was where, despite and his crew. That's why it's entourage. I think that was where the Gamancha also sat.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't see much. I saw the entourage walking, but I didn't really see. Probably I was too busy doing something else. Yeah.
Charlie, the glam.
Yeah. Beautiful.
The glam.
Richard
who were the MCs?
Charlie, I saw Jocelyn Duma and there was another lady. I think she's from Nigeria.
The one who said, if you don't clap for the one who is coming to feed you.
Eh? Oh, what's that?
The one who's coming to feed you tonight.
Okay, I thought it was just a joke.
It was in jest, but of course you're going to be fed in the evening.
Charlie, but for an event that housed all of these dignitaries, I saw Azuma Nelson, the legendary Azuma Nelson. Yes, Zoom. The Najwa window. I saw Joe Metal. That was immediately I entered. They were on the other side.
Oh, okay.
I think on the right side. I saw Yao Sechi. I saw Gizo. Who else did I see? I think just before I entered, I met Kwame Eugene. So I entered with Kwame Eugene.
Okay, he looks very nice.
Yeah.
Cute, man.
Yeah.
Kwame Eugene, wonderful. Andy, when you're girl for Frana.
What's it? What's it when you're girl for Frana?
Mike no on.
Oh, the mic off.
Kwame Eugene, when you're girl for Frana.
I don't even need old girl. So that's when you're girl for fraud.
Yes, I'm watching no call again.
I only met him in New York, and
no wife.
I think we met twice. He's a man now. Hey! That's the only thing I can say.
Tell the guy.
Yeah, he's a man now. So
go for Kwame Eugene. Why?
No, why fair off?
Kwame.
Now we tell you, man. Say, listen to his music. No, Kwame Eugene is onyini.
And I need to know you in India.
No, master onyini.
Into Ojanio maybe. Kanina, na swear dinkakra. Na swear dinkakra. Ojanio maybe.
Pacho minim. Kwame na there.
Into when your girl for from Pampa.
Kwame na there, me see minim.
And you know the godfather bia.
Pacho minim.
Yeah.
I think the first performer was Efia.
Okay.
And Efia as usual. I mean, Efia is Efia. Efia will always be Efia. So talk less. Sefa also gave us some, one or two. Where I sat next to Aigbedem and his beautiful wife.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, he came with his wife.
Yeah.
Adam. Wow.
Lovely wife.
And this.
And they sat to my right. On my left was Sefa and Mr. Drew. And later on, we were joined by Sister Fia.
Yeah, I saw Sister Fia.
Akiana.
Yeah.
My crush all day. And someone's girlfriend was there.
Who?
Oh, sir.
Whose girlfriend?
Oh, and Gaza. Such as one, I'll be.
By the grace of God.
Yeah, by the grace of God.
You were there too, right?
Oh, he wasn't.
I wasn't there. I wasn't.
He wasn't everywhere.
A whole Adam.
He was part of the bread de la bread.
Bread de la bread. You were not there. You were not invited.
I was eating bread.
Oh, you said you would not go.
We had an invite.
But you decided not to go. Which team? When you say we had an invite.
We.
You and who?
Your new girlfriend.
Empress,
okay.
Empress was there. I saw Empress there.
Empress Gifty was there. So who were you working for? The person you were going to work for was there.
Was there?
I had
an
emergency to
as
do.
Usual.
Hey.
And see this morning, why were you late?
Oh, it was
all of a sudden voice number.
Another emergency.
Satisfied. Okay. So Kitty got on stage, gave us a nice performance. Then came King Promise.
King.
Is he in Ghana?
King Promise flew to Ghana. He made a detour.
Yeah.
He's
I think he's in the US.
Yes, I think he has a show in New York or something. Yeah. And our brother got on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just as he was ending his performance, King Promise made a statement.
Hey.
Somebody hold in something. Nataria nani baby.
Obi so ni bibi.
I don't way Yesu.
Yesu
now son atadima. Utminya instant.
Onye made a statement. That's what Yesu ni baby.
Okay, listen.
Just to come here for my brother Richard tonight, I flew all the way almost 10 hours to Donkor. And I'm flying back to Atlanta in like 6 hours. I just came, so it shows you how much this means to me to celebrate my god brother, the one and only Mr. Richard in the building tonight. Give it up for Richard one time. Yeah, man. Before I do this one, and make I go party small. I got nominated for Artist of the Year this year as well. You know what I'm saying? Nobody went past me.
5 star.
I said nobody went past who?
5 star.
Nobody went past who?
5 star.
Nobody went past who?
5 star.
And I'm always proud, I'm always honored to represent Ghana to the world. So I want to thank you. This song was #1 throughout the year, more than any song last year, 2024. So whether agenda or no agenda, we don't even see that. We don't even see that. We don't do what? International, we go fly. International, we go chop. But this last one is for you guys. It's my parting gift. God bless you, Mr. Richard. Ofaneba. I said, oh. Everybody now. Hey, Chamonsa. Hey, Chamonsa.
Hey, Baba.
That's right.
Oh, feeling Abba.
Yo.
Hey, where did the champagne? Where did the champagne? Where did the champagne?
Hey Jones.
Hey.
Hey,
Jones,
move for champagne.
What I heard was, my name is King Promise. I'm your incoming artist of the, that was how he ended it. I'm your incoming artist of the year.
Charlie.
And
What do you work
I was with Kisa Bekle, and Kisa has this lovely, beautiful sister.
Oh, okay.
Her name is, I asked of her name.
And your eyes was on the road.
Oh, she said her name is Tricia.
Okay.
Romantic.
Patricia, you mean?
Charlie Fosia.
Oh, you saw
Why is Hagla giggling?
Did you take her number?
No, I didn't take her number. Why should I take her
For
number?
emergency reasons. Bibi two and I said Bibi two now for her.
Akiana was there.
Oh, okay.
And you expected me to, let's Andy Dusty.
Hey.
Manu yo.
Wano.
Kwesi Manu. Oh.
Ubeti ujejireji.
Hey. Kwesi. Okay, King Promise.
Yeah.
Kwame.
And Dynasty.
King Promise.
King Promise.
So much. What is the right English? Is it optimistic?
Yeah.
So optimistic that he's winning the Artist of the Year.
It's good to be optimistic. It's good to believe
People
in
have
yourself.
been bashing King Promise that he doesn't advertise, he doesn't call for support, he doesn't call for votes, he acts like he doesn't care about the awards, and at the end of the day, that calls for his loss.
Yeah.
Now he has ignited a discussion.
Yeah.
What's your take on it?
I'm happy where you are coming from, as in King Promise. Previously he didn't really involve himself in VGMA, TGMA things. I remember in the past where I think at a point in time he didn't even file for a nomination or so, sometime in the past. And to me, one thing about the TGMA or the award scheme is when you show interest, that is when your fans also get interested in supporting or helping you. The TGMA largely is a popular based award scheme where a lot of the people or a lot of the power lies in the hands of the people. So there is a voting allotment, or there is a certain power given to people to vote for you. And so if we have, let's say, 100%, we give board maybe 40, we give academy 30, we give general public 30. There is that kind of percentage powers given to the various departments, if you like, or blocks. Your friend is there.
Has any principality entered
you? Andy, I'm happy King Promise now has shown interest in the TGMA. You know, like it or not, the TGMA has come to stay, and it's adds some value to people who win various awards. I had an interview with Dana Hamilton, and she spoke about what her Artist of the Year award did for her. She even believed that the deal she had with Enterprise could have been as a result of the Artist of the Year award that she had a few years ago. And so it is a covetous award that every artist in Ghana, almost everybody wants to have. Sometimes they say, oh, Mempe, I don't like it when they don't win. But when they win, they are happy that they've won. So I'm happy that now he is getting involved in the campaigns and everything. Last year was very competitive, and if you monitored the proceedings, initially it was Stoneboy whose name was very visible as somebody who could just win. Then later on, King Promise came into the picture. I did not see him as an artist, doing so much campaigning, but I know sometimes you use other machinery to help advance your cause. So you can use other people, maybe your PR team, you can use social media influencers. It amounts to the same thing, even if you don't do that by yourself. Find a way of getting yourself in conversations. And that is why when somebody like Kofi Kinata, people are complaining about why he's not in the category and all that. Yeah, every artist will say, oh, I've worked hard in the year under review. But sometimes because of the popularity aspect of TGMA, you also need to whip up some interest, show interest. If you want your artist to have that Artist of the Year vibe around him, how do you start a conversation? Because believe you me, the people that are going to vote, whether they are general public or academy or board, they are human beings, and it's likely for them to be influenced by things that happen on social media or in the media space. So yes, King Promise has worked, so just as other artists in the category. And I'm just looking forward to what will happen during the TGMA, who is going to win. Because if you ask anybody who has earned a nomination in that category, Artist of the Year, they will all tell you, I worked hard, I had hit songs, I had big songs. King Paluta is saying he's going to win. The fans of Kweku Smoke are also girding up. I've heard Team Eternity. So anything can happen. But I like the fact that now King is out and his fans wouldn't also relax in showing support to him. So Charlie, a big one there. If you are an artist and you think that you love or you want to win any award in TGMA, it's time you came out and let your people know that you are interested, so they go hard in voting for you.
Before I move to Adam, do you think, or do you see him winning this year?
I see a lot of people winning.
Okay, Adam.
I see a lot of people winning.
Thank you. I like that.
It's interesting. I was having some conversation with Kwame off air, and I was saying that this year will be one of the interesting years because...
Please pause. I'll let you continue with the King Promise story. You work with Empress Gifty. I haven't seen or heard from her camp yet. The Empress Gifty we all know. Kwame, are you here? The Empress Gifty we all know, extremely vocal and vibrant. But for Empress Gifty and for someone who, in the year under review, released one of the biggest gospel songs and seemed quite not too loud about it. What's happening?
I've filed. I've done some filing with them. I mean, earlier
with a petition?
In the week, yeah, I've petitioned them. And
oh, really?
I think that's the most.
You petitioned the board?
Yes.
What about?
I mean, I think that the song needed to be in some category. So, I mean, like songwriter of the year, like the song needed to be in there.
Right.
if you listen to the construction
don't explain.
of the song,
You said you okay. So apart from songwriting,
then
yes.
I think we also need to be in the most popular song of the year.
Okay.
I mean, I think
I agree.
if you look at the charts we were in, especially checking it alongside some of the songs. I mean, from December, all the top 10 Boom Play has done, we are in. It talks about how we are doing well if you go to AudioMark and other, traditional media platforms. I mean, the song did well, and we thought that we needed to be in there. So, we are waiting for the feedback from them. But the reason we have not been out there is that, if it hasn't gone well for you, and there are some channels to, put through your resentment, you just have to do that. And we believe in doing more of the work. So, even if we think something didn't go on as expected, we need to show with another work. So, we are putting measures in place to, blast all cylinders again and go on.
Blast what?
Cylinders. Okay, Kim promise.
I was telling Kwame that this year.
You said that already.
Yeah,
so
I didn't end.
Okay.
Then you came in. What I was saying is that this year in the auditorium, the winner is no. Anya will be making me because I am to share papa. Because like this year, it's giving that.
Can
kind
we
of
not
vibe.
have those call bags where the winner is? Who do you think is winning?
Yes, this year
must have go straight to the point. Mention that here. Let's go la.
This year,
Manti will hold that thing in his hand.
I remember. I think Ogregumanti was on the stage, and the winner is. I think Obi Johnson.
So I think this year is going to be one of the years. And now we are talking about Kim Promise because we played his voice. So, like he said, he has worked, and I want to look at his journey throughout the year. He released in 2024. He released the True to Self album. In that was on 15 June 2024, and he did a luxury deluxe album that was released on 13 December. Then with the singles, he had Paris, which was released on 8 March 2024. And he had
Paris has done well,
yeah,
because till now it's still smashing.
And Favorite Story featuring Sarkodie, Olive the Boy on 23rd May 2024.
Wow.
Then he had the Continental featuring Charlie Poppy 15 June 2024. Then Keep It Sexy 14 November 2024. That aside, he made a stop at about 5 continents out of about 7 continents. In Africa, he was he played at the All African Games, Dankers Festival, Afrofuture, Raha Fest in Kenya. He did the Salah Fest in Ghana, Cravaganza, then the Ghana Report Program. Then his Teshi, the Nungwa Homo, Promised Land. Then Kim Promise Live, that was in Gambia. Then Kim Promise Live in Sierra Leone. Then he did the Hennessy, he had the Hennessy brand ambassador launch in Ghana. Then Telecel Ghana Music Awards, where he performed the live band Issue and the Water. Then Yvonne Chaka Chaka, I think.
Is that your audition or is that? What
Then, this one you were there. Yvonne Chaka Chaka, South Africa.
Yeah.
You were there. Then,
the Legends and Legacy Bowl.
Yeah, the celebration in South Africa. Then in Europe, the Mobile Awards performance in UK, I think you remember. Then Paris Fashion Week in France. Then Bombo Clad Festival in Belgium. Africa Block Party in Sweden, Kim Promise Live in Italy, Kim Promise Live in Spain. Then he did a North and South America, where the Kim Promise Live in...
this was all in 2024?
Yes. Then Afro Nation, Detroit, USA. Then Kim Promise Live in New York, USA. Kim Promise Live in Toronto. Kim Promise... Toronto.
But that's the right pronunciation.
Yeah.
Then
Toronto.
King Promise live in Ottawa, Canada. Then King Promise live in Vancouver. Then he did the King Promise live Austria. That's Oceania. Then King Promise live in Sydney. King Promise live in Perth. Then King Promise live in Middlesbrough, Melbourne. Then in Asia and the Middle East, he did the King Promise live in Singapore, King Promise live in Bali, King Promise live in Jakarta. Then he did King Promise live in Bahrain. Then King Promise live in Dubai, King Promise live in Japan, and King Promise live in Malaysia. Then if you look at some of the tour for the True to Self, he did the Sweden, Germany, Paris, Copenhagen, Denmark, Munich, Essen, Germany, Obapa Essen, Germany, then London. Then also he has some recognitions within the year, Mobile Awards nomination, the Telecel Ghana Music Awards, then Ghana Music Awards UK, as well as if you look at the streams from him, Spotify, he's done about 128 million streams. Then Apple Music 169 with Audio Mark 35 million streams. Then Audio Mark
169.
Audio Mark, he's done about 35 million. Then with Boomplay with about 56 million streams so far. So I mean, if you look at the stretch of the year, he's one of the artists who started the year very early. I mean, when early in the year he was doing the Asia tour where his song had reached. Always we say that Ghanaian music crossover, but the artist moving on the song is a problem. And I think if you look at him 2024, he moved on the song where the songs were going. He tried to follow up, and that shows a very, strong hits map for, and it makes him a very strong contender for this year's Artist of the Year. And I want to believe that the other come to are gearing up for this occasion. So I wouldn't be surprised if it goes his way, but I know there are other strong contenders too in there. But that notwithstanding, King Promise had a very fantastic year, 2024, and I mean we hope to see the best carry the ultimates in this year's award. But big ups to him and the team. They really did well. I mean, we've talked about artists pushing to every limit, and I think King Promise is one of the artists who has shown that claims that indeed he wants to go to the stretch and ensure that our music gets listened to across the world. So I believe he's a very strong contender, and I can't wait to see how the showdown goes.
Okay. Showdown. Listeners, at the end, any better,
Charlie.
No be easy like that.
People make wild.
Yeah.
People make wild.
No be easy like that. Okay, quick one.
Yeah.
So yeah, we saw performances from Stonebwoy and Davido, Diamond Platinums, and it was good. But before we go now, I with what King Promise said that no artist has worked more than me, and he emphasized he reiterated
3 times.
Yes, he said that.
But how do you measure that?
I mean, he wants to talk about, I think, some of the areas he went to. I mean, in terms of the performances.
Looking at this catalog.
No, I'm talking about the working.
That's what I'm saying. But looking at this catalog,
worked more than me.
He knows what he's saying.
How do we measure that? How do we quantify the work?
It can be done. For me, I can say no one works more than me.
Yeah.
If you know that.
If I know
what you do.
If I know what I do, why not? Why can't I say? I can say.
I mean, he's talking about on the tangent of the type of work he's done in other continents.
Because Kwame, if for instance, you can say no one works.
And most
more
of them,
than
if you see them above phone,
because you come to work as early as 7 a.m. You're here, and you can sit and write. Sometimes you leave. Sometimes I watch you leave 9 p.m., 10, and you are now leaving. You can say, yo, No one has worked more than me.
I come to
Meanwhile,
this time, I leave this time.
a security officer comes here at 5 a.m. and he leaves at midnight.
Yeah.
So, as much as you have the mic and can boast of being the best worker of the year under review, someone at the door believes that he has worked more than you do. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the mic to...
So tout your credentials.
That's it.
Your achievement.
That's it. That's it. Before we go, quickly, Pastor Chris is speaking.
Oh.
Pastor Chris Oyakilome.
I saw that video.
Pastor Chris. He says, no one has cheated the church more than the music industry. This music industry. He says the church has cheated the music industry. Let me read these comments quickly. Richard Ankuma says, Andy Dust, we want to hear from Robert Clark with regards to the omission of Kim Paluta's Makuma. Mazi,
you don't listen.
You don't listen to radio. We were explaining this. Okay, for our dear listeners who couldn't listen last week, Robert says, since they have petitioned, Kim Paluta's team has petitioned the board of the TGMAs, and he as a spokesperson cannot speak on it until the board decides or until the outcome of the response from the petition. Not that, is that right?
That's what you're saying.
Right. So let's wait till it comes out. Seth Kofi says, Charlie, he sold out. Kim Promise sold out his concert in Denmark on Sunday. He really deserves the Artist of the Year. Richard Ankuma says, I can see in the realms of the spirit that Kim Promise will win the Artist of the Year. Okay.
So the person is saying that because Kim Promise sold out the event
in Denmark
this Sunday, which
that will be for 2025. But maybe he just wants to say
I get it, but that reason is not strong enough. You can cite the other things he did in the year under review, a lot of them, just like Adam has done. But citing.
Then where did you get all of these?
Oh, but it is.
Did they send it to you? Are you part of Kim Promise's team now?
No. I just try to. All the artists.
Where did you fetch this?
I fetch it from the teams.
Right.
I have Stoneboy, I have Kim Paluta.
Okay.
So I want to ensure that I have
tomorrow, please, we'll look at Stoneboy.
Okay, that's
and we'll look at Kim Paluta as well, so that it won't and Team Eternity and Joe Metal.
That'll be fine.
And there's one question a lot of people are asking. Tomorrow, I will ask Robert to explain. Why are people concerned about Joe Metal's inclusion?
Andy, why should they not be concerned?
Why must they be concerned?
If they have consent.
But the guy is working.
Oh, but
maybe they think
Could
somebody
it also
worked
be,
more than him.
Okay,
maybe.
is there... I better go. We all know that, Robert is doing well. But do you think it's enough? Sometimes I feel like...
He doesn't give out
enough info. Could that be?
I think you give what you have.
I think he doesn't need to explain
because look,
Joe Metal has worked that out.
I've been on several YouTube platforms. I spend for me on social media. Yeah. I think where I mostly spend my time is on YouTube because there's a lot of information, there's a lot of knowledge, a lot of arguments. There are a lot of things to learn when you're on YouTube, right? Unfortunately, there seems to be a lot of misinformation on YouTube, especially here in Ghana.
Everybody expressing their opinion.
People, you know that people easily buy
no idea about.
People easily buy the misinformation and they run with it.
Yes.
My biggest disappointment is the discussion around the TGMAs.
Yeah.
Check this.
A lot of them don't know.
There is an outfit or there's an office, which is the PR office for the scheme.
Yeah.
If you need any enquiry, any explanation, reach out. Again, I say that the internet is not only for social media. Let's use it wisely. Find information. Any unwanted info.
He's gone to
the internet or he's been to the team and he has all the filler. Now, Kim Promise can't come out and say whatever he said were lies and because it's public knowledge.
Yeah.
seek information. Hey, yesterday there's this guy I like so much. I think he's in Kumasi. I like the guy, so I go on his platform to watch him. I was forced to switch.
Oh, Charlie,
Echo Square. Like he was talking about the TGMAs and Paluta, and then maybe
I know the person you're talking about.
I'm like,
or a DJ,
and how
they are a DJ presenter,
and how they are able to use their assumptions as the fact. You can assume. But don't create the impression your assumption is a real situation.
Charlie, they were almost central. Serious. Like,
when
I see them talking like, I check the comments. I'm like, yeah, right there.
And you see, the people that once they hear, and Kwame, let's say Kwame Dazi slapped with, let's say. Okay, the word Kwame slapped. Maybe Obidi also slapped Edem. Ebia with a fine of 2,000 Ghana. The very moment he had slapped, now yes, and it ends there, and he runs with it. Let me give you an example. I don't know. Someone sent me a link. So I mean, go check it. Yes, I could be say Dubai or say Hinfa. Yes, or Roka, so say BB. What Dubai will say. I don't know what this does. I mean, I'm not against what anyone does.
Yeah.
Right? Ejuma be a ejuma.
Yeah.
Seven prayers. I mean, we've all done some jobs. But this guy comes on social media to say, yes, you're comfort quite there. Yeah, and it brow brain and Andy like I was with a chef Kwame and Mr. Kwame. I think Kwame was dozing off. What he was, Kwasi Asemse ya. It won't have we go to another. Who thinks like that? Adaya, Obiabeye interview someone who was closer to Kwade's camp, or with Kwade had mentioned that at a point Kwade wasn't listening to their bosses, and the one who moved to for an AOTY, Ebine and the Dusty. It's been a metune for two bunny. And this guy from nowhere had come to talk about Nyamanyema B and then and all of a sudden the guy started insulting me. Yeah, I don't have any problem. I mean, go ahead with your insults. However, be factual with what you're saying. Be objective with your editorial.
Whatever you views, it's all for the clicks.
That's the way Jimmy. It doesn't make sense. How? If you want views, you can get views, but be objective. Look, on social media, there are some people on YouTube. There's this guy, I'm always on his channel. Gossips 24.
Yeah, Clement.
That's his name, Clement.
Yeah, Clement.
I like the guy.
He's fantastic.
The way he takes his time to break things down.
Yeah.
There's another guy, the Bona Show.
Yeah.
I think he's in the UK or Germany. I don't know. Somewhere in Europe.
UK,
And the guy does so well. Like he takes his time. And I'm like, I mean, listen to some of them. But Obi Sword Madu Besia Kasam and the way and their tenses and at the end and
all be lies.
All be lies.
Oh, Charlie.
All be lies.
If you need any info, I beg. I hope tomorrow Robert comes in to explain the Joe effect.
The geometry effect.
Charlie,
Robert will make you explain.
Of course. But how do we?
They should go and check his work.
No. It's not about checking his work. That's why you see. That's why I'm saying communication is everything.
And I think his team too have heard it. I mean, they could have easily. Posted.
Why, Joe? They don't want anyone else.
That's why they've been nominated.
Giving your fans the push to go and go all out. So they are going.
They are talking about you coming to explain.
No.
Not
him. His fans.
And but the fans crowd still. No, everyone no make us say he knows that yes, he deserves to be there, but everyone shy. Just as Chief One mentioned, yeah, he has worked, but he feels like Charlie, this is not a winning year.
Sure.
Sure. Someone may think that Charlie, let me just make the noise.
Exactly.
But
last year, Empress did the same. Empress did not fight for nomination last year.
Empress
they called us and we told them,
they said,
we don't want to be part
to go the next.
Let's look at
last
the
year.
following year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, she was sincere like that. Okay. Well, listeners, let's end it there. There's some of the misinformations we get. It be some way.
But you met issue. Yes, Rascal couldn't bet me answer. Say me.
No,
say me.
Not all partners be.
Rascal. I mean, you're not a man could be.
I reggae dancer for one.
Say
reggae dancer and hagla.
No, Rascal. I have to call him one of these days because Rascal mentioned that. I think he tweeted that someone had hinted from the boardroom that he has some haters. So said, or what did he say?
I saw something.
Did you see it?
I said,
you mentioned that. I think you mentioned something like that.
Post be so sir.
Yeah. You be girl and be all board. What's some man of male vocal performance? One person
with this voice. TGMA, you guys didn't force. We've fired them. They have to explain. How do they even determine whose voice is sweeter? Why am I making my hand like cook? Who talks and makes his hands? Who makes these kind of gestures? Coca. So, we for fire TGMA. How did they determine the best male vocalist? Raskuku no day inside. No.
Raskuku ba a whole Raskuku.
Seme. I tell for your phone. Charlie. I know. Now there's a strong wind blowing from Kumasi. Kweku Smoke, Kimpaluta, one more. Oh, I think it be just them, from Kumasi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it hurricane?
Charlie, there's some strong wind. I mean, as I said, I'm on YouTube and checking out some of the arguments and, on certain programs. But it's good because it brings about some vibrancy and talkability. So it's all good.
Yeah.
Listeners, this is where we end the program. Thank you very much. Same time tomorrow. Charlie, mind the week, I hope you have a productive week as we start with a money-making Monday. Many thanks for listening. Oh, wow. There are quite a number of comments. Ebenezer Ansa says, our software was popular than last meet pool. Well, Kofi Spray said, I just want to big up my papa, Mr. Andy Dusty. God bless you. Kofi Spray, thank you so much, sir. Ebenezer Ansa says, our software at some point was topping at top 40, hosted by you, Mr. Andy Dusty. Pool never peaked, even in the top 5 on the top 40. Sam Bonza says, it's a battle between the top kings, but one guard can pull up a surprise. Well, you're right. Kusi Jamal Apia says, Andy Power Dusty. Seth Kofi says, Kwame Dazi, I bet you don't know how difficult it is to sell an event in Europe on a Sunday. This show was last year. Ebenezer Ansa says, no one can tell me Joe did better than Dan Hamilton in 2024. Well, very good suggestions and very good commentary there. We shall meet again same time tomorrow for yet another interesting edition of Daybreak Hits and by extension Showbiz Review. My name is Andy Dusty. Thanks so much to Kwame Dazi and Adam Chachome. Thanks so much to